Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully, everybody is having a good evening tonight. This is your host, Docta Fill, the Docta Fill Show, coming to you live on a Wednesday evening. We come to you live Wednesday evening, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 5:15 p.m. Pacific, I believe. All right, everybody, let me welcome you all in. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some channel maintenance. And then we're going to get into the big story tonight, because we actually have some news tonight for a change. A foodie was bitten by a feral cat, yes, and it bit the heck out of her hand. Bleeding, I shouldn't say bleeding mess, but yeah, it was bloody. All right, let me cut that music down and welcome everybody in. One second here, folks. Let me get this set up. All right. Saban Nation, good to see you. Prayers and blessings, absolutely. Jaebae Carpenter, good to see you. Nutty, good to see you. Alizu, what's up? And actually, perfect timing. This is something I wanted to just mention. What we're going to do for the mod situation is, because I had so many mods, what I did was I just cut it down to just 3 people for now. And I'm going to be adding some more. And what we're going to do is anybody who's interested in being a mod, what I would like for you to do is just kind of let me know, and I'm going to add your name to a list. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up some kind of a rotating list so that everybody who wants to be a mod can have a chance. And that way I don't have to have a billion mods at once. And this way everybody who wants to do it can get a chance to do it. So that's what we're going to do. So right now I've got 3 mods. I'm going to add a few more. Anybody who's interested, all I really need from you is just need to be able to post links, and don't be too quick to ban people. Everybody and by the way, let me also say thank you to all the mods who've been here up to this point. You've all done a fantastic job. The only reason why I'm changing things is not because there were any problems. It's just simply I had far too many mods for the amount of chatters that I had. And that's the only issue. Everybody did a great job. So this is nothing against anybody. You were all fantastic. But that's why we're changing it up a little bit. And hopefully everybody understands why. And we're going to, so in the future, if anybody is interested, just give me your name, and we're going to set up like a random drawing kind of thing. And then we're going to do like a rotation over time. So yeah, Hippie East, I hope she went to the doctor. Yes, anybody not aware, Foodie Beauty was bitten by a feral cat. But let me finish welcoming everybody in. Welcome in, Susie Q. Good to see you. Welcome in, Fiona's mom. Good to see you. Hippie Easta, good to see you. Indeed. Fallen Angel, good to see you. Thank you for your membership. And we're going to be discussing memberships also later, by the way. It feels like there's so much channel bookkeeping to do. No problem, Fern with autism. Rudy. Okay, Rudy. Yeah, absolutely, Rudy. Well, we're glad to have you. I'm sorry about your old account. Hey, good to see you. All right. Rosebud. Welcome in, Rosebud. Hopefully you're having a good night. Well, the thing is, I trust so many people. I don't really need that many mods. So it's more about, people who want to do it. It's really more about letting people who want to do the position, giving them the opportunity, because it's not like I have a high security environment. So it's really more just about giving the opportunity to people who want to, the people who really want to do it. That's the people who I want to do it. The people who want to do it the most, that's the people I think should do it. Rosethorn, welcome in, Rosethorn. Rosethorn Reacts is a fantastic channel, by the way. Be sure to check her out as well. Detective Coaches, good to see you, bud. Kimbaleta, good to see you. Yes, she needs to definitely see a doctor. Well, she unfortunately went to the doctor. Kimbaleta is a legendary bot. Hey, Kimbaleta, if you'd like to be, I'm going to be making a list of everybody who would like to either become a mod again or start being a mod if they've never been one before. And we're going to give everybody a chance. So yeah, Kimbalena, I happily will add your name to the list. So I'm going to be taking those names one more time toward the I guess really like in the middle of the show, after we have a chance to watch some clips and stuff, have a chance to settle in a little bit. And then I think I'll get the list. I have a little notepad. I got to pull that up as well. All right. So before we do any of that stuff, let's just watch some of this video, because this is worth watching. Foodie goes on to the beach. I'm not going to watch the whole thing because it's an hour long and I don't know how boring it is. And I really would rather watch some of the, Well, I'll watch the part where she goes walking. Let's watch that part together. And I'll talk over that a little bit.
I don't know why, but...
So this is Foodie's, this is the video where Foodie gets bitten by the cat. We're going to, let me just show the cat bite actually. That's what we're going to do. Let me show the cat bite first. And then we'll watch a little bit of the video before the cat bite and see how it leads up to it. So anyway, here's the incident that leads up to the cat bite. For anybody who has not seen it, this is the live stream where it occurred. It's not sharing. Hold on, let me share the video. Here we go. Here is the live stream where it occurred. No problem, Detective Coaches. Thank you. I am not sure, Hippieista. That's a good question. I can check after the stream. I don't really. I mean, I do have a way to check that, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to go through some. I don't really know exactly how to do it though, unfortunately. So I don't really know how to check right now. But I will look into that, Hippieista. Cake Pondu, welcome in. Takes the cake. Yeah, no problem, Kimbalena. I'm gonna definitely, yeah. Anybody else, by the way, who's also interested, definitely keep your name. Give me your name. We're gonna put you all on a list, and you know, unless we have a bazillion people, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, Beast. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah. So anyway, let's get started on the actual video itself. So for anybody, again, just repeating, for anybody not aware. This is the incident of Foodie getting bitten by a feral cat. And didn't we all say it was going to happen? Like, for how many months and years have we all been saying, Foodie, animals don't like you. Stop forcing them to interact with you. They really clearly don't like it. They look like they want to bite you. Okay. So this is her filming the beach.
Wait, hello.
Let me make the volume a little bit louder.
Cute. Oh, sorry.
Are you folks able to hear her? She's a little bit quiet.
Hi. Oh.
So this is the hero. This cat right here. This is the hero of the day. This feline avenger has got revenge for BBJ, for Timbit, for all the other unnamed kitties who've fallen at the hands of the Queen Beezer. Oh, this is Foodie's. By the way, I was also saying, is this Foodie's? Hope Foodie doesn't get rabies, right? She's gonna go out of rabies.
Okay, let's see if we can get away from this cat now. Go see other ones.
Look at it, Tucker and friends.
Go for a walk.
You can hear. Great. I'm glad.
No, you have
the sound
food.
is good.
No, you have food.
I wouldn't say severe, but I would say.
Look over here.
Well, I'll let you be the judge,
Over
Kimbalena. You're gonna get a look at it. I'll let you be the judge.
Over here.
Welcome
Over
in,
here.
Wooly. Good to see you.
Hi.
Friends, good to see you. Yeah, this okay.
What do you
So
want? Just love?
okay, so I am not a cat owner. I've certainly pet plenty of cats. I've had friends with cats. I've owned a bird. I've owned fish. I owned a hamster when I was a kid. But I've learned over time that I'm not bad with animals. I'm pretty good with animals. I'm not somebody who has a lot of pets or anything. But I get along with other people's pets. I get along with animals in general. I think part of it is just knowing how to read the body language of the animal a little bit. Foodie is terrible at reading the body language of any animal. She's terrible at reading the body language of any human, especially her hired boyfriends, although some of them might not qualify as humans, so I'm not sure if that's a knock on her ability to read human emotion. Regardless, her ability to read the cat's emotions is terrible. Let's look how she mishandles this feral cat. She starts off by scratching it on the head. That's already not a good idea. This is a feral cat, Foodie. Yes, it did come up to you, but if a feral animal comes up to you, it's usually seeking food. I personally would not want to interact much with feral animals because they can be unpredictable. So that's just my
You want some
advice.
love? Oh. What? What?
So the cat is not reacting negatively, but if you notice, look how tense it is. The cat is sitting very stiff. It's not rubbing up against her. It looks tense to me. Like its muscles look tense. It doesn't look relaxed. Even though it's sitting next to her, it does not look relaxed.
Oh,
Look, it's already kind of
Okay, come eat your food here.
crawling around her. It's moving a
Over
lot.
here.
And I know a lot of you folks in the chat, you're cat owners, you're pet owners. What do you folks think? Let me check up through some of your chats here. Bit of chunk out of her hand. She's lucky the cat doesn't take bites the same size she does. Oh, really? Well, this one is lovable. I mean, don't you all love it already? Took a chunk out of Foodie. Oh, that's nice of you, Elizu. Yes, Rose Thorn. You've seen this clip. Exactly. That's not to spoil it. You're going to see that in a moment, but yeah. This is your cat. Oh, that's your cat army. Well, this is my cat army too, the one on the video. And yes, Nutty, cats, any feral animal can have a lot of bacteria in its mouth. I think, to be fair, not just cats, but that's what we got to keep in mind here too. These are not domestic cats. These cats are feral. They live in the wild. They eat, they hunt for themselves. They scavenge. They don't get seen by any kind of vets. They don't have any kind of shots. She could possibly, Hippie Easton mentioned this to me, that she could possibly communicate a disease to Julia. So yeah, let's see this. This is the interaction between her and the cat.
Danny loves me. But sorry, kitty. I can't take all of you home, man.
Hey, Capricorn.
Aww.
Good to see you.
Always purring.
You know what's funny? I was actually gonna yeah, the super chats are something that I turned on fairly recently. I turned on the memberships fairly recently, and again, thank you to all the members we have here. We got a few. But I am going to be trying to set up memberships on Patreons. But yes, thank you for your super chat. $5 from Capricorn NJ. Thank you so much. Hiya, Doc. Haven't been here in a while. See, I can super chat now. Is this recent? Yeah, I just explained that. But thank you again. And just yep, it looks annoyed. But yeah, Capricorn, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, the cat does not seem to be interested. Irritated the cat. Just wanted some food. Exactly.
So loud. Hi, baby. What? Oh, you're so cute.
I mean, this cat is this cat. I'm able to tell that this cat is not really showing affection. It's really more just showing hunger. It's like trying to get your attention. Like, hey, feed me. That's the vibe I'm getting from this cat. I'm not getting the vibe that it wants to be petted, that it wants to play. I'm sensing that it just wants some food, and if you don't have food, leave me alone. That's what I'm sensing from the cat. Keep in mind, Foodie just was at the Cheesecake Factory. She just ate a bunch of food with her hands. Her entire body smells like food. Her hands smell like food. Smells like fried chicken. So the cat smells all this food on her. So that's probably a big part of why it's playing with her, because it thinks it smells food. So she's taking advantage of the cat's hunger. The cat doesn't want to play with her. It just wants to eat. But she's not giving it any food. She's just trying to play with it and scratch it, treating it like it's her pet.
I know, eh, Jackie?
Well, if you establish your relationship with it, if you've known it for a while, that's a little
When they
different.
cry, it makes me laugh.
But if you've never seen it before, be careful.
You have to go now. No, I can't take you home. I'm sorry. You're
Denise, welcome in, Denise. First of all, that's very kind of you. Yeah, I mean that's an exception to the rule. You know, if you want to try, if you're trying to help an animal, you know, take a chance on occasion. I'm not telling anybody you should, but that's maybe a time where you can, you know, if you're willing to take a little bit of a chance. But in general, better safe than sorry. Assuming that, you know, there's nothing in danger. Better to keep your hands to yourself. If you know the animal and you've seen them before, and then it could be maybe a little different. But better safe than sorry. That's the advice I would give to anybody.
Right.
And we've all told Foodie not to play with these feral cats. Salah himself, how many times would Foodie and Salah be out and about at night, and Foodie would go to play with the cats, and Salah would say, no, don't play with those cats. They're going to scratch you. They're going to bite you. Just keep your hands to yourself. He would always tell her that, and she would always ignore him and go to play with the cats, and he would always tell her, Foodie, watch out. They're going to bite you.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not looking at her. It's not playing with her. It's looking around her. It's searching in her bag. It's looking for food. It's not trying to play. So look what Foodie does when
Oh my
she
God.
sees this.
He's forcing me to hug him. Look.
Forcing me to hug him. He's forcing me to. Could she be any stupider? I usually like to be a little more respectful, but I mean, she just could not be any dumber.
Oh my god, he's purring so loud.
Purring so loud. That Foodie, that's a sign that's not a good sign.
Hey, Cleo.
All right, so here the cat standing up stiff. It's looking out. It's very agitated. It's not stopped moving the entire time. It's never really sat still. It doesn't want to be scratched. So what does Foodie do? She starts grabbing it around the neck, starts massaging it, scratching it. This animal clearly does not want to be bothered. And now it's looking at her.
Oh.
She takes that as a sign of affection. But that to me looked like a warning. That looked to me like the cat gave her a look in the eye like, hey, back off. You know, like she's ignoring all of these warning signs that the cat's giving her.
So cute. Yes. Aww.
Yep. Multiple warnings. Oh, nutty.
Hi. Hi.
That's true. That's true. The cat is relatively
Don't bite my
friendly,
arm
but
fat.
it doesn't want to be played with, you know? It just wants a snack.
What? Hi.
That's fair.
Aww. Ow!
Howdy.
Ow!
Okay, there's the incident. Let's go back. Let's see it again. Let's play this in slow motions because you can really get a good look at it. Not super slow motion. We'll put it in like medium slow.
What? What? Hi. Aww. Ow!
See that?
Ow! Oh. Ow! What? Hi. Aww. Ow! Ow! Oh!
Usually, but she said it was purring very loudly, so I don't know. Maybe
Like,
not.
really?
So Foodie at first downplays it. You see how she just kind of laughs it off? She acts like it didn't really hurt. But then notice how, you know, she starts to realize that this was a pretty serious little nip.
Fucking bit me really hard.
Welcome in, Nancy. It seems a little bit agitated.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel like it seemed a little
Do I need to go to
agitated,
the hospital?
in my opinion.
Look it.
I guess I'll put it like this. If you know the animal, then, I mean, if I know the animal, rather, let me phrase it like that. If I knew the animal, then I might be more comfortable saying one way or the other. But if I don't know an animal, I always err on the side of assuming that it wants to be left alone. That's just my instinct. Whenever I see an animal that looks a little bit agitated or it doesn't seem to be as friendly maybe as it could be, I usually just give it some space. Like that cat there, it seemed relatively friendly. It did. It didn't seem like a mean, vicious animal. But I still would not have tried scratching it and petting it. I would have just kept my space from it. So I think Foodie really was just a little too handsy with it. You saw how she was, yeah, let's also look at that, like Rose pointed out earlier.
Oh. Ow!
You see how she wraps her arm around the cat's neck?
Oh.
See, look at that. That's when even though the cat was not aggressive, at this point, it felt threatened because she kind of wrapped it up and it's going to try to pull away and she's not going to let it go. She's going to hold it there. And that's when it's going to bite her. Watch.
Ow!
There you go.
Ow!
Just got her to let go. And now, see, that's what it was. So I don't think the cat was especially aggressive. I just think Chantel is too rough with the animals.
Oh!
Yes, good boy.
He fucking bit me. Like, really hard.
Yeah, I think you know him a little bit better.
Bit me
That's
really
different.
hard.
Yeah, it bit her hard. It gave her a real bite. That's
Oh my god.
I need a pet cat.
What the fuck? Do I need to go to the hospital?
Be a lot of work. Welcome in Witch of the Wild Woods.
Look it.
Foodie does not learn. All right, so you can see that the bite itself doesn't look too bad. And it's not like a horrible, like injury. It's not like it tore her hand open. It's bleeding, all over the place. But for a little cat, that's a pretty nasty little bite. Cats are generally just give a little nip, but that one sank its teeth in. And if you notice, it got teeth on the top and the bottom. So it really gave a hard bite that it got both the top and bottom teeth sunk in. And because they sunk in, if there was any bacteria on its teeth, she could seriously get a real infection. Also because Foodie's diabetic, so she's not going to heal as well as somebody who wasn't. She has other health issues. I don't even remember all of them offhand, but she's got a bunch of different health issues, but primarily diabetes is what I'm thinking of. That's going to make it hard for her to heal. So if she does have any bacteria in there, there's a good chance that it could develop into an infection. She really should go to an ER and get that looked at the very least, and disinfect it as best she can on her own. But ER to be safe.
Why did he do that?
I think also because it smelled the food on her hands. Yeah, she wasn't even looking.
Fuck, that hurt. I'm gonna rinse it with water right now. Shit. I don't know, like, I don't know why they do that, man.
You don't know why they do that. Foodie, you were being too rough with the cat. That's what it was. It's a feral animal. It gets nervous if you play with it too much. Probably shouldn't play with it at all, but if you are going to play with it, you need to be very gentle and understand that this is a risk you take, right? Like, that's the other thing too. When you play with a feral animal, you kind of accept that risk that it might bite you. You know, it's like there's if you got to, it's like climbing a mountain or something. There's a chance you could fall off. So let's watch this one more time, and then we can watch some other clips I wanted to show as well.
Don't bite my arm fat.
Did she have a premonition there? Oh, she poured water on it. Okay, yeah. There you go. That clean tap water. That's all she needed.
Ow!
I don't think it's rabbit either.
He fucking bit me.
Yeah, I don't think that the I mean, my opinion, and again, I'm not a doctor. Let me put up my disclaimer. I am not a doctor, but I do know a little bit about rabies. I've watched an old episode of House on the Prairie, and if an animal has hydrophobia, it may have it usually has some symptoms such as being disoriented. It usually will have trouble walking in a straight line. It'll be especially aggressive, or it'll be fearless of humans. I mean, and this is not always the case. Sometimes an animal can have rabies without visible symptoms, but typically a rabid animal is going to act odd. It's going to act different than a healthy animal, and that animal seemed pretty normal. But does that mean that she could possibly have got cat scratch fever? Maybe. So let's just watch a little bit of her walking around in this video first before, what led up to the cat bite. Let's see how Foodie's night was. And we're going to do this in reverse order, where we're going to start with the walk, and then we're going to go backward and look at some of her dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. Because Foodie ate so freaking much at that Cheesecake Factory, it's worth, that's why I originally was planning to watch tonight, was some of that Cheesecake Factory video. But because of the cat bite, I think this walk on the beach is a little more interesting, because it presages, is that the right word? Precedes the bite. And yeah, disinfecting it obviously is good, but water by itself is not going to be enough. I didn't really notice that.
All right.
I agree, Fallen Angel. It did not. It only gave her a single nip and then immediately hopped away. It didn't grab her with the claws and like try to bite her multiple times, like really. Because if the cat wanted to, it would have jumped on her with its claws and really torn her up. It just gave her one nip, but it was a hard nip. But it was not it was a hard bite, but it could have been a lot worse. So Foodie lucked out that it was not really trying to hurt her. So here she is on the beach. Is she bringing the food with her to feed the cats? That's another thing I should mention too, for anybody who's not as caught up. Foodie recently has been really shameless with asking for money. She's been asking for donations directly to pay for her food, for people who want to, quote, sponsor a meal. that feeder guy, Anime Sucks Cope and Sneed, or whatever he changed his name to, the guy who is trying to steal her away from Salah, which doesn't even make sense. But apparently this guy is trying to be her new feeder boyfriend. It's pretty creepy and weird, but at the same time, if I were Foodie, I'd probably go for it because it's not like she has any better options. And
Nice
yes,
night,
I agree,
though.
Denise.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
She is going to totally quit feeding them, and she's going to say, "Oh no, I'm feeding them. I just don't have it on video." Yeah, Rudy.
Somebody's playing.
2 times 24. I got 48, but
Volleyball.
49 is close. 740. I got 842 over here.
It's all men, though. I don't want to go sit there and watch. As if.
What'd she say?
Though I don't want to go sit there and watch. It's all men, though. I don't want to go sit there and watch.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She just knows that if this was in Canada, she would totally go over there and watch those guys and start hitting on them. But because she's in Kuwait, she's got to be on her best behavior. But she would absolutely, if that was Canada, she would absolutely go over there and be like, "Hey, wait, can I be your cheerleader?
As if.
Can I be the coach?"
Hi. Did you hear
And
my
yes,
cat
takes the
food
cake.
bag?
She
Did you hear my bag?
she absolutely
Okay, come on. Over here with me. Come on.
as soft, chunky skin, and also Foodie's
You're
as
so cute.
Foodie has those chunky, chubby hands, so the cat was able to get a real big mouthful.
Is this the same one? I can't tell. Whoa, ow. Okay. Babe, ow. Here. There you go.
All right, so she's going. This feeding the cat stuff feels so fake to me. It just feels so freaking fake. Like she doesn't even properly care for her pet at home. For how many months did she refuse to get Julia spayed? For how many times did we see that she would just buy like a thing of food and just leave it for Julia and wouldn't get her any fresh food? She's got a cat at home she doesn't take care of, but she's going out to feed stray cats. She's going out to play with stray cats when she has a... Make it make sense, folks. She's as loyal to those cats as Salah is loyal to her. Welcome in, Claudio Beach Ball.
Garfield.
Nah, she had a lot from people in Canada too, but she has an excuse
Enjoy
in
your
Kuwait.
food.
I think that's a good point.
Babe, tell me if they're making fun of me in Arabic. I'm just kidding.
Let me put my face back on. I want to make sure people don't think I'm feeling content. I will say I like how the beach is nice and clean.
The fresh air.
They do a relatively good job keeping it clean. I mean, you do see a little bit of litter, but not bad.
Of course they are.
Oh, Nutty, that is a great point. I agree 100%. 100%. She is absolutely using
I
the
don't wanna
cats
watch
as an
the
excuse
game,
to go
but I don't
out
want them
and
to
get
know I'm
takeout,
watching.
and she is only using them for content.
I suck at this game. Hi. Did someone take your food?
And how much? And I bet that. How much food did she actually buy for the cats? What, 1 bag of food? She's probably going to use half of it for Julia anyway, and she probably collected a lot more than. She probably collected at least what, $50, $100 probably, and got 1 bag of food.
What?
I don't actually know, to be fair.
What? You want love? Okay. You're harassing me now.
We want love. It wants more food. You gave it a little bit of dry kibble. It wants more.
I can't even walk.
It doesn't just want some dry kibble.
Oh, hear
it
the
wants some
ocean?
fresh food.
Okay,
Something
wait.
good.
Over here. Okay.
So, all right, now that I've seen what led up to it, it makes a little bit more sense.
Well, I'm gonna sit on you.
So she already gave it some food. I didn't see the whole video before. This is my first time watching the entire thing. So apparently, she kind of baited the animal. She gave it a little bit of food, and then instead of giving it more food like it wanted, she just kept playing with it and was stingy with the snacks.
You just want some love? Hey. Hi. Whoa.
No, it wants the rest of the food. Give it the food.
Wait. I'm being harassed. Okay.
She probably just ate the cat food. She didn't even bother to. She just stole the cat food directly. Yeah, and Foodie has been eating out of control. Oh, by the way, Ramadan has started, and Foodie is doing this BS where she's like, "Oh yeah, I this is my iftar meal. I just woke up. I'm breaking my fast." And you can clearly see, or she doesn't say, "I just woke up and broke my fast." She says, "I just broke my fast." But we know that really, if that's true, it's just because she just woke up, because she counts sleeping as fasting.
Bae. This cat loves me.
The cat loves you. Oh, I love this. So she gives it a little bit of food at least.
A new friend for Juice. Juice. You're so cute.
All right, so right here the cat is being very calm.
Oh, it's very friendly. Does anyone want a
The
cat
cat's
here
being
in
pretty
Kuwait?
but it really just wants to eat. You
It's
know,
very
like,
well
it's not
fed,
paying
no
any
bones
attention
at
to her.
all
It's just
sticking out.
absolutely famished. Look how it's eating. It's not. It doesn't even notice her. It's just doing everything it can to eat as quickly as possible. That's a hungry animal.
Oh, nice cherry butter. Needs a good home, I know.
Yeah, just let it eat, right? It doesn't want to be played with. It just wants to eat.
What happened, Specs? This cute cats.
Foodie treats it like a prop. You know, that's why she grabbed it around the neck, because she just treats it like a prop.
Wow,
That's how
look
she
at
sees
each.
these animals.
I want to go run on the sand.
You want to go run on the sand? Well, what's stopping you?
Oh, it's so beautiful. The fresh air. Yes.
You want to go run on the sand? Yeah, I bet you do, Foodie.
Kuwait Helwa.
She ran in the sand, she'd be like glitter and lasers.
sorry.
She claps and needs somebody to pull her out.
Hi.
Yeah, I've always learned you don't mess with an animal when it's eating. Leave it alone when it's eating.
Okay, let's
That's
see if we can
something
get away
I've
from this
learned
cat
over
now.
the years.
Go see other ones.
That's a good point,
Go
Nutty.
for a walk.
That's a good point. Some of them don't belong in a home. You know,
No,
they're,
you
they're
have
not
food.
able to they're not able to
have
function
food, see?
in that environment.
No, you
They're
have
so used
food.
to living outdoors.
Look over here. Over here.
Maybe she thinks it'll come
Over
true
here.
if she says it enough.
Over here. No. Hi.
Hold on. So did it finish all the
Oh,
food
you want
there
just
already?
love? You want some love? Hi.
Yeah, so it completely ate up all the food. That's just, what is that, saliva? That's not food. I don't know what exactly that is, but it ate up all the food.
Over here. No.
It wants more food. Just give it more food, Foodie. It doesn't want to
Oh,
play.
you want just love? You want some love?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't want any more love.
What? What?
Hey, well, that's good, I guess, right? better that it likes to be petted than not.
Okay, come eat your food here. Over here.
Overall, this cat is pretty well behaved. Now that I've seen this whole video,
Danny
Foodie really
loves
had to
me.
go out of her way to get bitten.
Sorry,
Like-
kitty. I can't take
Like, whoa, this was like, what, 15 minutes? She played with this cat for over 15 minutes before it finally bit her. It just eventually just had enough.
all of you home, man.
She played with it for a long
Aw.
time before it had enough.
Always purring so loud. Hi, baby. What? Oh, you're so cute.
I mean, the cat is pretty friendly,
I know, eh, Jackie?
but you still got. But this just shows that even a friendly feral animal is not
When they
predictable.
cry, it makes me laugh.
They're
Okay.
very unpredictable.
You have to
Even
go
if they are
now.
friendly.
No, I can't take you home. I'm sorry. You're outside. Sorry. Oh my gosh. He's forcing me to hug him. Look. Oh my god, he's purring so loud. Hey, Cleo. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah.
Oh, and let me say thank you to all of the viewers, all of the lurkers, all of the chatters, and anybody watching the replay. You're all very much appreciated. If you have an opinion about this
Don't bite
video
my arm
or
fat.
the cat biting foodie or anything we've just discussed, leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
Why?
Interested to hear.
Hi.
I do like to
Aw.
read the comments.
Ow! Ow! Oh!
If that is saliva, that's a lot of
He
saliva.
fucking bit me. Like, really hard.
I mean,
He fucking bit me really hard.
Julia probably wants to run off. She really did say that. Wow. I didn't even notice that.
Oh my
That's pretty
God.
nasty.
What the fuck? Do I need to go to the hospital?
That's nasty. Okay, so now we're gonna watch the
Look
aftermath.
it.
For anybody who just came in, we watched the bite. Then we watched what led up to it, and I think that was very enlightening. And now we're gonna watch some of the aftermath to see how Foodie reacts. Because I think this is also enlightening about Foodie's priorities and her natural sense of denial. Because notice how her denial kicks in. She just completely acts like, no, it's no big deal. Oh, it didn't really bite me. Like, oh, it's just a little nip. It's no big deal.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that? Because he wouldn't stop playing with him. He wanted to be left alone.
Fuck, that hurt. I'm gonna rinse it with water right now.
Rinse it with water. There you go.
Shit. I don't know, like...
Welcome in, B.
I don't know why they do that,
Absolutely not be
man.
able to get back out of the sand.
Oh.
Welcome in, story time with Uncle Kumaran. Yeah, good. Get some revenge for BBJ. I don't feel bad for her. I really don't. I mean, I could be a bit of a softie, but even I don't feel bad for Foodie on this. She absolutely knew better. She's been warned how many times? How many times have people told her to not play with the feral cats, right? Oh wow, that's horrible. Huh. What a nasty.
I just cleaned it with water.
Thought.
Like, you know what? I'm not petting
Yes,
these cats
Rosebud,
anymore
good
if I
point.
feed them. Like, when I
I'm
feed
sorry,
them,
Fallen Angel. You know what? I
petting
have you
them.
as that's YouTube that won't let you.
Because
I have you
they
as an
always
approved
bite me.
chatter and all that stuff. YouTube won't let people chat. They're just terrible like that.
What the fuck?
Makes you feel any better? I get my own comments deleted on my own channel.
What do I disinfect it with? I don't have rubbing alcohol. I have betadine. Emergency room?
Oh, and actually, let me mention that for anybody who leaves a comment or anybody chatting. YouTube deletes a lot of comments. I mean, they've been doing it for a while, but it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's at the point now where I want to say maybe 10% of every comment I think gets deleted. I think 1 in 10 comments people leave get deleted on every channel at this point. I mean, I have no way to prove it, but it feels like that. Oh, and everybody, by the way, I would suggest if you'd like, put the chat on live chat rather than top chat. And that way it'll filter less comments, but it'll still filter a lot of them.
Like, I think I got scared because it was like going under my armpit. Nina, honey, take risks, but thank you, Nina. Yeah,
She does love those animals as props.
Helping the cats because I don't think they understand.
That
Thank
is
you, Nina.
Pretty horrible then.
But they
I didn't
like
even know about that.
They act all friendly, and then they
Why
bite
did he
you.
do that? It's a wild
I
animal,
don't have hand
right,
sanitizer
Capricorn?
with me, but I rinsed it with water right away.
But she rinsed it with water. It could get to, but she rinsed it with water, Capricorn, so it's good. I'm not an expert on cat bites, but my grandfather got cat scratch fever one time. He was helping catch wild cats to get them into a shelter, and one of them bit him or scratched him or something, and he got cat scratch fever. So he gave it a rest after that. So yeah, it's serious. It's a real, I mean, he obviously survived it, but I mean, I don't know if it can even be fatal or not. But I do know that it's very serious, and I guess it could be fatal. But Foodie is already in poor health. That's something that I think she doesn't like to consider. She has diabetes. I believe she's on medication for blood pressure. She has no gallbladder. Her liver function is very poor. She's in what did they call it? cirrhosis liver failure or non-alcoholic cirrhosis. I don't remember exactly what they called it, but they said her liver was failing. So she's somebody who's not going to be able to fight off an infection. She has poor circulation. She doesn't have good hygiene. All of the things that would typically protect you from bacterial infections are not in her favor. Oh wow, Witch of the Wildwoods here. Was a psych nurse. I'm glad to get. Interesting to have you here. I'm interested to get.
The cat bit me hard, man.
And her
like I had to wiggle my arm away. It wasn't letting go.
I can believe that.
I never got bit by an animal, like a hard bite. Have you guys?
Never been bit by an animal. I actually was bitten by an animal, not badly, thankfully. I was bitten by a friend's pet pig. Yes, a pet pig. I was sitting on a high stool, and I forgot that the pig was, I didn't even think, and I was just shaking my foot, like tapping my foot, but my foot wasn't on the ground. So I was just like kind of shaking my foot right at eye level where the pig was. And I guess it just saw me shaking my foot and it ran over and bit me. Didn't bite hard, but it did bite me.
I hear dogs. There's the cat trying to get food.
Yeah, Salah was thinking about her health.
Look.
He needs his meal ticket. Oh, yes, also. Non-alcoholic fatty liver. Thank you, Nutty.
I hear dogs.
Fatty liver. Thank you.
I'm not going to feed the dogs when there's people around. Oh, man. Those cats can bite.
More acronyms than I know.
Shit.
CHF, is that chronic heart failure? I don't know what CKD is.
Babe, do you want to bring me down Betadine? So I can be just
right?
a bit
Wild
longer?
Animals bite. Who knew?
Or should I come upstairs? I'll come upstairs.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind, any animal that's that large, has the potential to be dangerous, right? It's like a dolphin in the ocean. It may not mean to harm you, but it's such a big, powerful animal, it could injure you without even trying. So, I think that's something you got to consider when you have an animal that size that, might not even mean to harm you. It might just give you a little nip, but a little nip from a Rottweiler is a serious thing.
Right. A cat man.
Oh, geez. Nutty with a whole zoo following you. Well, you are a squirrel, to be fair. I mean,
when they bite you, they love you.
Dogs will chase you.
Trigger warning.
Okay, so here's a better look at the bite with the flashlight on it. And we can see that. All right, now here's what I'm thinking. Foodie has a lot of subcutaneous fat. So I'm thinking that even though it bit her right in the palm, it didn't, because she has so much fat in her hand, it didn't really get to a lot of blood vessels. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, normally there's a lot of blood vessels there near the surface of the skin, but I think she has so much fat in her hand that it kind of spread out the blood vessels, so it bled less. Oh, it was a miniature pig. It wasn't like a big one. Welcome in again. Here you are. I don't know if I welcomed you in before, but it was like a little pet potbelly pig. It wasn't a big one.
Yeah, the dog bites can be worse.
Hey, Capricorn and Jay, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $5.
Now I'm a little bit afraid of the animals. Like
she rinsed the bite extra fresh, super quenching, all natural, so fresh. Kuwaiti water. She'll be fine. Which maybe she rinsed it in some unicity.
I'm not gonna pet them. I'm just gonna feed them and that's it.
What?
No, it'll be okay.
Chronic kidney disease. Thank you, Stagish. Oh wow, overusage of ibuprofen. I did used to take a lot of Tylenol when I was younger. It thankfully was never an issue, but yeah, I have heard about that. I mean, I didn't realize that it could be that much of an issue. But definitely got to be careful. Mom, if you're watching this, be careful. I know you take ibuprofen. Oh wow, that's a big old pooch. That's actually smart too. Good point, Rosebud. I think everybody should keep keep a first aid kit handy.
Right?
In fact, a first aid kit. I know most of you probably know this. We have a lot of medical professionals in the chat, former professionals. But anybody who's not aware, you always want to have, for a first aid kit, you want to have a few basic things. You want to have eye drops. You want to have Band-Aids, bandages. You want to have a like a wrap, like something for tying up like an ankle. And you want to have what else? Some disinfectant. Got to have a lot of disinfectant. And that's like the main stuff you got to have. You can buy like a pre-made first aid kit, but you can make your own pretty simply as long as you know what to keep in there.
Frig.
Oh, thank you, Denise. Save up, you're watching. Hey, Irene, Kay. I sent her a message a couple I actually sent her a message, said hi a couple of weeks ago. She said hi. I know that she's just been taking some time to herself. She hasn't really been focusing on the YouTube or anything for a while. I'll send another message to her too and send her some well wishes from everybody. But yeah, I spoke to her a couple weeks ago. She was doing okay. But yeah, I just know she's taking a little break from the YouTube stuff. So she blacks out the camera here. Let me just show what else she says. So she's kind of talking to Salah in the chat.
Now I'm a little bit afraid of the animals. Like, I'm not gonna pet them.
She finally says, I'm not gonna pet them anymore. You're not gonna feed them anymore either.
Gonna feed them and that's it.
Just gonna feed them. I don't believe that.
No, it'll be okay. I'm gonna go disinfect it.
I'm gonna go disinfect it. So she's still in denial here at this part. I know some of you already watched this, but she's still in denial here that it actually could be serious.
Right?
Right? See, I love that. I'm just gonna disinfect it. Right?
Frig.
So she has Salah in the chat, by the way, for anybody if it's not immediately obvious. Salah is in the chat and she's kind of talking to him, saying, what should I do?
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys down while I drive home.
All right, so now she turns off the camera and then she comes back on. She gets home here.
Okay. Salah went to the pharmacy to ask the pharmacist what we should do.
Yeah, she's just taking a break.
Supplies. I just have to.
Oh, wow. So I thought you were just making a joke. So Detective Coach's here with a very interesting story. You actually was savaged by a lion. Maybe not savaged. The lion that nipped him was at the house of Catherine Hilker. Hope I'm saying that right. One of the most renowned big cat people. I was friends with her son. They had a full-grown cheetah named Angel. Google her. Yeah, I will check her out. That actually sounds really cool. Hopefully didn't get hurt too badly. Yeah, Foodie can really be a moron sometimes.
Hey, Angie. We sprayed it with Lifebuoy sprays.
All right, Lifebuoy? What?
We sprayed it with
Lifebuoy.
Lifebuoy.
Lifebuoy? Oh, it's Lifebuoy. Like a buoy. Yeah, buoy. You know, like a buoy.
Spray sanitizer. And we put some Fusidin antibiotic.
Okay, so I will say this. It looks like she actually has some pretty good first aid supplies here. I mean, I think she should still go see a doctor. But if you are going to treat it yourself, this is the kind of stuff you want to have.
Antibiotic cream.
And you also want to, what do they call it? Lavage the wound, which is just a fancy way of saying wash it out. So yeah, she's actually not wrong. You do want to wash it out to get out any bits of dirt or old bits of food or just anything that you can wash out anything that you can. It's okay. That's something you definitely want to do.
Wash my hands, of course, and Dr. Mooby.
Dr. Mooby, what's that?
in antibiotic cream. Wash my hands, of course, and Dr. Movie.
I can't get it to pause, but it said it was some kind of an ointment. So the reality is now kind of setting in where Foodie is kind of like upset now. She kind of realizes like, darn, I really did get bitten by that cat and I need to take care of myself now.
Anyways, you want to see it? That's the bite.
Okay, so now we can look at it with the lights on.
See the two teeth?
Now I'm going to say this. I think Foodie is being foolish taking the bandage off. I'm not saying it's going to make a big difference, but generally, if you put a bandage on a wound, you don't want to take it off and show people. You want to leave it on there, because the more times you take it on and put it off, the more chance there is that you could interfere with the healing. The only concern I would have, well, not the only concern, but a concern I would have for that type of injury is a puncture wound like that. If it heals up, sometimes that could be worse, because if it heals up, that could actually cause bacteria to become sealed inside of the wound. So sometimes the doctors, they'll actually kind of like keep it open to make sure that it can get cleaned out properly.
You see the two teeth marks? There's one here, there's one here.
Yeah, so it bit her on the top of the hand, or on the palm, and in the wrist. It got her entire mouth and its hand in her mouth. Her entire hand in its mouth.
Pretty good here.
Oh wow! It bit her on the other side too. Look at that. It got 3 teeth in. No, there's the 4th tooth over there. Look, it got all 4 of its main incisors into her hand. Puncture her skin with 3 out of 4 incisors.
He can just kitty cat if I need to. He's like, do you want to go to the clinic? I'm like, just go ask the pharmacy. Because the pharmacist here, like, you can get like pretty much close to most things at the pharmacy.
Agreed.
Like, you can, I don't know, you can even get antibiotics.
Good question.
I'm not even kidding. What is this? Oh.
Welcome in, Saving Nation. The actual injury is not that bad. The only real danger is the infection. If it was a clean cut, if she got stabbed like with a screwdriver or something, I wouldn't even worry about it. It'll probably hurt. It'll probably hurt.
That orange cat is a POS.
Oh, that's what it may be from a scratch as well. Pseudomonas, interesting, Stackish. Welcome. I think I already welcomed you in, Stackish.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Welcome in again. You're right. What did it catch from Foodie?
I'll see what the pharmacist says.
Did the cat catch Beatus? No, he's actually to clarify for anybody, he's in the chat. That's why he's talking to her through the chat screen. So she's reading the chat, and that's how he's communicating with her. She's implying that he was home and left to go to the pharmacy. I don't believe that. I don't think Salah lives at home or lives in that building with her regularly. I think he stays there a couple nights a week, but I think he spends more nights just off doing his own thing. And he only stays there like the nights when he has to get her groceries or get food and things like that, when she pays him. So look how she asks him to come back home, to take her to the ER. I think she's like, Salah, can you come get me? It sounds like he's not even anywhere near where they are.
We are going to the clinic. Why? I don't want to go.
See, now this is what makes me question if Salah actually cares about her just a little bit. I think he really does. I don't think he loves her, but I think he cares about her, at least in the sense that she's kind of like his boss, and she's a good boss. She's generous. She gives him a lot of money, at least relative to the work that he does. So he kind of likes her in that sense. So he doesn't want her to die, like he's like, all right, Foodie, I don't like wasting money on you, but I don't want you to die. So we're going to take you to the clinic just to make sure you're okay. She really doesn't want to go. Oh, I heard that, Denise. I heard that his sister's a pharmacist.
Really? I really have to go to the hospital? For
Oh,
real?
jeez. That doesn't sound
It's
fun at all.
that serious? Wow.
I agree too, Nutty. I think he just stays there occasionally. Oh, those meds look old?
Maybe the pharmacist said to go.
Yes, exactly.
Medvac bees. No. Shit.
You could tell it's sinking in now that Foodie, like, only now does she realize that there is a potential. Like, she was, in her own mind, she was telling herself, oh, there's nothing to worry about. There's no danger of infection or anything like that. Now that Salah's saying, no, you need to go to the clinic. You really should go. Now she's nervous because she knows that Salah would tell her not to worry if you know, she knows that when it comes to this kind of stuff that Salah is probably a little bit smarter than her.
Lost a hand. Uh-oh.
It's sinking in a little bit now.
All right, I'll go.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. All right, guys. I'm so tired. I don't feel good. All right. I'm gonna go. Yeah, we have a pharmacy like right there outside.
We have a pharmacy right there, like outside. She's trying to make us think that he just went across the street.
Yeah. We go there like to ask things, and that's where I get my medicines a lot of the time. Like my brain pills, anyways. All right, cat bites are serious? Really? I didn't realize. Okay. Well,
I could agree. I believe that she did not realize. Because how many times did everybody in her chat, every reaction channel, and Salah himself have all told Foodie the exact same thing, which is stop playing with the feral cats.
I'm going to the hospital. Shit. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, babe, I'm coming. Can you come back and get me?
Can you come back and get me? I don't, the way she's saying, can you come back and get me? If he was home, why would she have to ask him? If he was staying there with her, why would she even have to ask? Why wouldn't she just be like, okay, well, when you get back, I'll be ready. Let's go. Like, why is there even an issue of can you come and, why would he not come back to get you? Like that, get what I'm saying? Like, that just feels really weird. Why would you have to ask him to come back home if he only left to go to the pharmacy? Why would he not come home? Was he going to stay at the pharmacy all night? Is that something he normally does? Goes to the pharmacy and stays all night?
Okay, no, I'll come down. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you. Nah.
So yeah, there you go. That's that is the food getting bitten by the cat bees, the rabies. Oh, Nutty with a super chat. She doesn't care about losing her foot, but God forbid she lose the hand she shovels food in with. Yeah, her brain pills? What exactly kind of brain pills are those? It is a punishment in a sense. I mean, okay, so it was never 100% clear. Ready, set, rabies beezer of the bees. But yeah, thank you again for the super chat, Nutty. $5. She does not care less about losing her foot, but God forbid, inshallah, she must keep that hand. Oh, you think so, Angel of Glass? Welcome in, Angel of Glass. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Do you think she probably wants him just to walk up there and help carry her out? I can believe that. And yes, everybody, be sure, if you're enjoying the stream tonight, or even if you just enjoy Foodie getting finally bitten by the cat after everybody said it was going to happen, getting her karma for BBJ and for Timbit and all them. Yeah, so if you enjoy all that, be sure to click that like button. See more of this content. And if you want to subscribe, click on that bell so you can get a notification whenever I'm going live. Yeah, it's an easy way, free way to support the channel. And another free way to support the channel, which some people may not be aware of, is sharing links. That helps a lot. Doesn't cost anything. If you have social media, Facebook, Twitter, anything like that, just share a link to the stream, and maybe and if anybody notices it, that is a really easy and great way to help promote the channel if anybody's interested. So that is always greatly appreciated. Yes, exactly. That tone of voice. It was so pathetic. Can you come back and get me? Yeah, where is he? Well, allegedly he's all across the street at the pharmacy. If he's across the street at the pharmacy, why would he not come back? I have no clue. She's too lazy to walk down to the elevator. Well, that is true too. That is true too. All right, so here's the other video of Foodie I was going to watch tonight because we have I had 2 Foodie videos I really wanted to watch. Actually, I had a few, but this one kind of superseded some of the others. So let me put on the bumper for a second. And I'm going to put on the other, because she pigs out at the Cheesecake Factory, and I wanted to show you some of that. And she also eats this hot and spicy noodles where she physically looks like she's in pain eating it. She hates it so much, or the spice like burns her throat so much, whatever it is. Like she looks like she's gonna rage. Like she just looks so upset. Okay, so let me pull up the other videos. One second here. Sorry, folks. Where's the just got to get the link. Okay, so here's her going to the Cheesecake Factory. This is from just earlier today.
Hi there, Mr. Bazzi. Do it.
So she starts out.
To drink, can I have a Diet Coke with ice?
Coke with ice?
And I'll have the fried zucchini.
Fried zucchini.
And for the main, I'll have the pizza-style chicken parmesan, please.
So she gets fried zucchini, pizza-style chicken parmesan, and a lemonade and a diet soda, I think she said. Diet soda, whatever. But anybody who's not aware, Cheesecake Factory is probably the biggest serving of food any restaurant I know of. Like they serve, like it's almost a family size. Well, maybe not quite a family size, but it's easily enough for 2 people. Everything they serve is huge. Look at the size of what she gets. So she places her order.
Anything else?
I'm going to skip that a little bit. Oh yeah, so she gets some bread first.
President brand butter.
So she starts off with the bread. Look how she eats the bread.
Do you guys butter one side or both?
Do you folks butter one side or both sides of the bread? Oh, that's another one, Nutty. I didn't even think about that. She pretends to be scared of that. So look how much butter she puts on.
Hey, babe, sorry that they're playing.
I mean, it's not a crazy amount of butter, but the fact that she butters both sides of the bread is like, come on, Foodie, what are you up to?
But I think, one time will be okay.
I mean, if it was just one side, it wouldn't be so bad, but both sides, that's a lot.
Thank you.
And look at her face. Her face lights up when she gets the food. I am all for enjoying the simple pleasures in life, whether that's food, whether that's reading a book, a hug from a loved one, simple pleasures, right? But Foodie is like, she's practically having a sexual experience. Look at that face.
This is sponsored.
Oh yeah, this is sponsored, by the way. So a feeder paid for this meal, which also, of course, it's sponsored. There's no way Foodie could afford Cheesecake Factory on her own. Cheesecake Factory in Kuwait is very expensive from what I remember. In America, it's not cheap, but in Kuwait, it was really pricey from what I remember. So she's eye-effing the camera because a feeder paid for this. Just want to make that clear. I've never seen that either. Welcome in, Jaebae. Well, hey, I'm sorry you're sick, but I'm glad you made it tonight. I hope you feel better.
Babe, beauty bite.
Oh, and of course, Salah is not there with her. And if I was, let's pretend for a second. I know it's BS. But let's pretend for a second that she really is married to Salah. If I was married to some lady, and she was getting gifts from anonymous men, paying for her to go out and eat dinner by herself, and talk to them online at the same time, I would have a problem with that. I would have a problem with that. I'm not the jealous type, but I would have a problem with that. My wife is not welcome to go out, to have men pay for her to go out and eat dinner by herself and talk to them while she's eating the dinner. No, sorry, wife. That's where I draw the line. I'm not the jealous type, but if that's what you want to do, I don't think you really want to be married. Right?
If she's happy, I'm happy. Aww.
She's such a faker when she wants to play that victim stuff. Welcome to Lady Night Off. Hope you're having a great night. And I do want to thank you. And I wanted to mention this, by the way.
Sponsoring.
Some of you folks may notice we have a lot less mods tonight. I want to thank everybody who has been a mod, including Lady Nighthawk. She's been a mod since forever. But I'm giving everybody a little bit of a break. I mentioned this earlier, but what I'm going to do is I've only got 3 mods right now. That's all I need for now. But what I am going to do is anybody who is interested, I've got Kimberlana's name down. I'm going to get down. I'm going to get my little notepad. Actually, give me 1 second here. I'm going to let this play while I get the notepad.
I hope she gets to see her, you know?
And anybody who is interested, we're going to have kind of a rotating
Hi there, Mr.
thing,
Bazoo.
and maybe even a random selection, depending how many people want to be mods. But in order to be a mod, what you have to be able to do is you have to be good at posting links.
So good.
You have to be able to post reminders, and you just need to have a good attitude. I think that's most people here. Everybody does such a good job. But we
The only
just
thing they
didn't need so
requested
many.
was a
So
dessert.
anybody who is interested, who thinks that sounds fun to them, they like the idea of having to work during the show.
Babe, maybe after I leave Cheesecake Factory, I can end this stream.
Please,
Start a new one.
What's your name?
Hi, Anna. Anime rules.
Exactly. Well, I mean, she's not. Guys, I'm not letting other guys pay for her dinner, at least.
Whenever the food comes, I'll be sure to. I'll put the thing over here, maybe.
That's a bit of a step too far,
An
right?
entry scrape coat. Let me get my glasses.
Yeah, I'm not usually the pumpernickel bread, but I've had it there. It's good. I think her job is looking small, doesn't it?
So that I can push you guys.
Oh my
away and see you
goodness!
Still.
Look at. I just noticed her hijab has like no fabric. Like it only wraps around her head like one time. Like, isn't it supposed to wrap around like multiple times and have multiple layers? But her head has got so big she can only wrap it one time around.
Hey, Lily. Yeah, I ordered. Just this organic.
Let me get 30 hours. Seems like
You
a
guys
good
can
start.
hear it, huh?
So let me fast forward a little bit to when the food gets here.
Are you speaking Italian, though?
If she eats more bread, hold on, let's see her eat the bread. Actually,
The
just
song
gonna
is
speed it up a little.
nostalgic, I know. I asked him to turn the music down, babe. And he stopped.
I normally don't speed it up to 1.5, but I really just want to see what she's eating.
He's fine. I can buy myself orange chicken. Actually, no, I can't. This is thanks to Ginger.
Her voice is very quiet,
The white bread is boring as hell.
right? It looks just like a napkin. It's too small.
No girly pop. It's not crowded.
That would not be a bad idea
Well-
either, Lady Nighthawk.
I can't really see. Oh, before I sat down. I'm like,
But yeah, I just want to make it.
Hold on.
I just decided we're going to start with a fresh list. Anybody who wants to volunteer,
I don't know about that.
welcome to do so. But we just didn't need quite so many.
I'm not
folks.
gonna listen to
Everybody
that.
did a great job.
Close it up.
Everybody did a great job. Never had any problems. Oh, and let me say that as well. I never had to ban anybody That's what a good job you folks did. You created this chat and this group of people we have. And I know, you know, things could change in the future, but we have the environment here has been so good. I've never had to ban a single person ever. And I'm sure someday that'll probably change. But up to this point, never had a single problem. Never had like any like real problem where anybody had to be. I think maybe one person. I think one time we like timed out Yo Mama, and that was it.
Tracy put hearts in the chat for Ginger. Yeah. Cute. Thank you, Ginger. Hey, Bailey. Hola, comes on. That's on the fence.
Welcome in, Freedom D. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful night.
Chiffon is so difficult. I'm not happy right now.
Oh, let me catch everybody up. It's since it's about 9:30. It's been about an hour we've been on tonight. Anybody noticing the title of the show? We started off with Foodie getting bitten by a feral cat. Yes, the cat. We watched the video. We said, "Is this cat guilty? Is it innocent? Did it bite her out of malice? Did it bite her out of?" Foodie was too aggressive. She was treating it like a prop. She was playing with it more than it wanted to be played with. And it just had enough. It gave her a nip. The cat was in the right. Foodie also kind of deserves it for how bad of what a terrible pet owner she's been over the years. Do I even need to elaborate? I will if anybody wants me to, but I think you folks already know what a terrible pet owner she is, but I can go over the details again. Actually, I muted the shot there.
True, Billy. The closest one we have, I think, is Toronto. Having another piece of bread, is that bad? Yes.
Having another piece of bread. Okay, well.
Yeah, they had this.
She has a little bit of bread here, and then... What's that? Is that the zucchini? There you go, yep. Okay, so she gets a plate of fried zucchini. I actually really like fried zucchini. I mean, it's pretty much just empty calories, carbs, fat, but man, it tastes so good. So yeah, I love fried zucchini. That's not a huge, like crazy huge portion, but for one person, that's a lot. That's a lot of fried zucchini for a single person. To share, that wouldn't be a lot. So she polishes off the zucchini pretty quickly. And notice how she doesn't even give, this is a sponsored meal, but she's too lazy to even set up the camera to show what she has on the table. I mean, she puts it up for the camera, but she just eats it. She doesn't actually show the plate.
Take a bite.
And then she dips it in this mayonnaise or ranch or whatever kind of sauce this is, some kind of a mayonnaise sauce. I'm not a big fan of dipping sauces on fried food. I think fried foods are so flavorful.
What noise? Oh, I forgot my mic is on. Deep fried.
What's going on so far?
Very good.
The music is pretty quiet in the background. I don't think it's loud enough where I'll get in trouble. Hopefully not. We'll see. But I mean, if it is, it is. I mean, YouTube's always messing with me anyway, right? Was that what she was at the petting zoo portion of it?
It's really hot.
I think I remember that, but I don't.
You guys like fried zucchini with ranch?
Yes, the camels tried to kick her.
Ranch.
Camels tried to bite her too, remember?
Turn the mic off.
Yes, Lady Night Hawk.
Can you guys hear me okay?
This is a great point. This is a great point. I noticed this myself earlier. I've never owned a cat. I mean, I've played with cats. I have friends who own cats, but I've never owned a pet cat. Even I was able to tell pretty quickly that the cat was agitated and was not, interested in playing. She's owned cats for how many years? She is completely oblivious. She may as well have never owned an animal at all because she has no clue how to treat one.
Hey, thanks, Chrissy. Thanks, Litterberry.
Interesting.
Is coming off.
Agreed, Lady Night Hawk. Foodie, her main content is these mukbangs, but she never even sets up the camera to show the plates.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like the world's worst date. Yeah, and the video quality is not good.
Metallica fan?
You can't really even hear her
Metallica kind?
properly.
Well, thank you, Bailey, by the way, for that super chat. Thank you. Metallica kind. Today's my dad's birthday. Mind saying happy birthday, Jack? Happy birthday, Jack! Thank you, Metallica, for the super chat. Thank you, guys.
So let's skip ahead to see the size of the meal she actually gets. Yeah, the head job is just like too small.
You guys have
Like, look, there's like no, it's supposed to be loose and baggy, you know, bunchy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I'm describing using the correct adjective, but you know what I mean. It's supposed to be a little bit flowing. It's not supposed to be like skin tight around the head like that. At least not usually, not from what I've seen.
to see this mane, okay?
Look at the size of that. I mean, it looks tasty. Don't get me wrong, but this has got to be 1,600 calories. This has got to be like 1,800 calories. This is so huge. This is like a pound and a half of chicken cutlet, and this massive pile of cream sauce fettuccine, and then even more cream sauce underneath the chicken cutlet. Look how much cheese sauce is on there.
This is a pizza made of chicken breast, coated and fried, topped with cheese, marinara, and Alfredo angel hair pasta.
Cheese Alfredo. This is the most fattening thing I think I've ever seen. I mean, if anybody wants to look it up on the internet, my guess on this is 1,500 calories, maybe 1,600. Does anybody remember what this was called so we can look it up?
Heavy. I'm gonna finish my zucchini.
That's insane. Yeah, it looks delicious but deadly.
It's not actual pasta. It's chicken. And the shape of pasta.
Yes.
Pick a lane. Looks so American. No, it's not fettuccine, it's angel hair.
I do like seeing her go out. I'll admit that. I do like seeing a foodie go out and do stuff more than just watching her eat in the apartment. Because, I mean, that fart box, it just gets very repetitive. I can only watch her eat so often. It's kind of disgusting. At least when she's in the restaurant, it's a little more interesting. We might get to see some passerby. At least the food looks tasty.
My life is so depressing, but you're here watching it and trying to flex on your 2 hour running with your puppet just sitting on your ass judging me. Hey, Tina. Yeah, Jaebae.
But yeah, that was like the most fattening thing I've seen in a long time. That was just so massive and
Mary,
so covered
thank
with
you, Mary. I
with cream
appreciate
sauce.
that. Thank you so much.
Looked tasty though, I can admit that.
Hey, Miller. It's like a chicken parm. Babe, look at this.
Biggest chicken farm.
Babe, when's the next time I can upload something? Because maybe I can leave here and turn off the live and come back. Yeah, Aurora. This is not, it's a chicken parm. It's a chicken parm the size of 2 of my heads.
Okay. So let's fast forward a little bit to see if
You
she
don't have it,
finishes
Ollie?
it. I don't know if she does.
Don't drop it, imagine. I don't really remember. I ordered McDonald's ice cream. Ooh, berries are low.
Oh, she got dessert too.
But I always end up not getting dessert because I'm full. It's true, yeah. Oh, thank you.
She got dessert.
Look at this, guys.
She got cheesecake. Look at the size of that. Hold on. So she got not only the world's most fattening dinner, she got fried zucchini appetizer, and she got a big slice of cheesecake with whipped cream for it. This is like a 4,000 calorie mukbang, maybe. Maybe not 4,000, but close. This has got to be over 3. This is over a 3,000 calorie mukbang. This is insane.
That looks so
Maybe
cool.
4?
What is this? Mint?
This is insanity. Foodie is actively trying
So
to
it
give
has some
herself
kind of
heart
cream.
failure.
So let's try some cream
World's
and a nice
worst
big
cake.
bite of this Skinnylicious. So this cheesecake, guys, is pretty much guilt-free because there's no sugar.
What?
They probably add some kind of sweetener. And it's low carb.
It's guilt-free because it's low carb. No, foodie, you don't understand what that means. Low carb does not mean sugar, does not mean no carb. Also, most of the calories in cheesecake don't come from the carbs, they come from the cheese. The calories mostly come from the cheese, they come from the fat. And if they added some artificial sweetener to reduce the calories, I guess that's good. But considering you've already eaten 3,000 calories of food, I don't think cutting 100 out of the cheesecake even matters.
Jaebae.
She is so ignorant. She is so stupid and ignorant. I've done it a couple times, but not very often.
That's good.
Like back when there were times when I'd be working and I would go out by myself occasionally, but I'll usually go with coworkers.
It's 500 calories. People have gardens, yeah. They use Splenda. Hey, Vanessa.
I didn't even realize that, I hear. Good call. Good catch.
Yeah. Everything about this meal is worth a dance. Like, oh my gosh, guys.
Yes.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, sponsor.
No, you're right, Capricorn, actually. That's a good point. I should mention that again. For anybody not aware, Capricorn is correct. This meal was, quote, unquote, sponsored, which means that one of her feeder viewers gave her the money to buy this meal. We all know full well that Foodie could not afford to go to the Cheesecake Factory and order such a massive mukbang on her own. She just, if she could, she would do it more often. The fact that she does it so rarely tells us that she just doesn't have the cash.
Thanks, Skyland.
3,000. Not surprised. Not surprised. Yeah, I mean, that's just, without even looking it up, I can tell. I mean, I'm pretty good with estimating. And without even looking it up, I was like, that's over 3,000. I'm proud of myself that I got it right. I usually get it right. Usually pretty good.
That was very rich. 2020 Foodie?
She thinks it's
What do you
cute.
remember?
Oh, the Parmesan? It looks delicious. I'm not going to front on that. I'm not going to front. I would absolutely take a bite out of that plate of chicken Parmesan. It looked really tasty. But there's no way I could ever finish the whole plate by myself, no matter how much I liked it. I mean, even if I loved it and I tried to, I don't think I could eat more than half.
No espresso? Judy.
Good point, honey.
Hey, Jessica.
So Rosie wouldn't like it.
Nice, Samantha.
All right, so that's I just wanted people to get a view of how massive this mukbang was. Even by foodie standards, this was up there. This was one of her top 10 of the last 6 months, in my opinion. She's only had a few that were in the 3,000 to 4,000 calorie range. Those were, even for her, that's pretty wild. So here's the other foodie video one of the other. Foodie's been having a lot going on, but she had these 2 great videos that came out today I wanted to cover. But these were the original videos I planned to cover before the cat bite and the insane mukbang we just watched. Here we go. Allegedly, see for yourself. Foodie was caught doxing a creator on Twitter with a sock. You be the judge. Oh, and I got this video from No, I Don't Think So. That's a clips channel that I use a lot. No, I Don't Think So. Puts some amazing edits together. So here's the link to the video itself. Be sure to check it out if you want to see No, I Don't Think So's edit without my commentary. So iftar, anybody not aware, and that's one thing I will say. I've learned a fair amount about Islam and Middle Eastern culture, not from Foodie, but just from being, with I guess because she's been in Kuwait and I've wanted to learn about Kuwait and just learn a little bit more about the things that she talks about. So I've learned more about it on my own. So yes, one of the things I've learned is that iftar is the meal celebrating the end of the fast, of the Ramadan fast for the day. So at night, people enjoy the iftar feast, I guess you would say. In Foodie's case, she doesn't actually fast. So she has iftar, and then she eats for Ramadan too. I mean, you could certainly share that meal. That what she got would easily feed
Hello guys, hello. Welcome back to another video.
3 people?
All right,
4 people
so
maybe?
we heard the call to prayer, so it's time to break the fast. Bismillah.
It is though.
There's such a thing as overact.
And absolutely, there's no way that I would believe for 1 second that Foodie didn't just wake up. Foodie absolutely sleeps all day. She wakes up for the iftar feast. After she finishes, she goes to sleep. She probably wakes up around noon, has a snack, goes back to sleep, and then wakes up for iftar.
Foodie, chill. The only way she would have been fasting is if she had just woken up.
Agreed.
That seems to be the case, since she just started posting again on her new Twitter alt account after an 8.
All right, yes, and this is allegedly Foodie's new account on Twitter. Is this a sock? Is this really her? Who's to say? But I would not be surprised.
Hour hiatus. Doxing a reactor's husband, trying to brigade his place of work and casually reaching out to an agency to try and get her fake husband to
All right, so this was
an 8-hour hiatus. Doxing a reactor's husband.
Yep. So she tries to dox a reactor's husband. I'm not sure which one it was, but it doesn't really matter.
Trying to brigade his place of
Yes. So I'm not really sure which reactor it was, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's not cool to dox people, reactors, or really anybody for that matter. If somebody is a public figure and their information is already available, then there's not really much else you can do. But I strongly oppose trying to bring trying to bring real world problems to people for just having an opinion online, especially when it's over something so trivial as this.
Of work and casually reaching out to an agency to
Yeah, and apparently this, do you have an email? This is her posting something in response to Olu Femiloye. Hope I said that right. This person is talking about immigration pathways to Canada, and Foodie is replying.
Try and get her fake husband to Canada. Talk about making a mockery out of Ramadan.
Oh, speaking of Ramadan, one more thing. Foodie did that feeder request, or maybe it was a troll request, but she did a request for a meal, and it was to simulate the Lady and the Tramp meatball and spaghetti and meatball scene where they sit there together and they eat the spaghetti together in the cartoon. If anybody else doesn't see the humor in Foodie and Salah being asked to imitate a couple of dogs engaging in a public display of affection for Ramadan, then I mean, that is just such a perfect troll request.
I was thirsty. Pepsi, diet. So I have my beef curry with potato.
Oh,
beef and
wow,
potato
is that
curry.
true?
Some air fried.
See, Elise, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when people go back and forth. 2 wrongs don't make a right. I'm not getting too deeply involved into this. I'm just going with this video, taking them at face value, but I don't truly know for sure. I believe it probably is Foodie, but I don't really know. And it could be somebody trying to stir up drama, posing as Foodie. That can happen as well.
Cheese,
Stay out of that drama.
sambosa, and some basmati. So let's dig into
geez.
this. My goodness. Beauty bite.
That's impressive.
I love my curry.
Yeah, and I feel the same way.
I make a
about
really good
involving
beef
people's
curry.
Families. I don't think that's a good idea.
So I was enjoying his.
Cut the act already. It's getting so stupid. In yesterday's live
Salah's enjoying his. So if Salah's enjoying his, he's enjoying something else, and he's enjoying it by himself because he is not there sharing that meal with you, Foodie.
stream, she was going to ask Salah to pin a grift link. She muted the stream, covered her mouth and turned around to talk to him. Why did she mute and cover her mouth? Because he obviously wasn't in there to respond.
Yes, I saw that the other day. Foodie was trying to make people think that Salah was in the fart box with her, right? I'm just gonna stop calling it an apartment. So I think he was in the fart box with her. So she did this stupid acting where she put her hand over her mouth and turned her head to the side and pretended she was talking off camera. But it was just looked so fake. Foodie is not a good actress. It looked so fake.
Ended up having to do it. Just see for yourself.
I can ask Salati.
Oh, here it is. Look at that. Look how fake that is. It's like she pulled her hand down and she was like, you know what? I need to pretend I said a little bit more, so I'm going to fake a little bit. She puts her hand back up and fakes it a little bit more. And who is she even looking at? She's not looking at him.
Do you know how to pin? Are you able to pin it, Bear?
So yeah, I thought I would have iftar with you guys. Let's try this. Yummy. I was in the mood.
Oh, and Foodie's got her triple carb combo. She's got potatoes in the stew, bowl full of rice, and of course, the breaded dumplings here. I guess you would call these, I guess you can call them dumplings.
To cook today? Rare occasion. The meat is so tender. But
As far as Foodie's cooking goes, this is probably one of the better things she's made, but it still is not, it's just so much rice, so much potato, so much carbs, right? And no vegetables at all. I'm not a big vegetable guy, but I like a little bit of vegetables.
I've been simmering since 1 o'clock. I hope your Ramadan is going well. Now, the problem with cooking for iftar is the smell in the house. It's torture. You know what I mean?
Oh, geez. Sounds like a mess.
It's so good. I gotta take my medicine. Now, I find a certain logic.
I agree with
think
that,
I've talked about this before, but I have a bad memory, so. But there's a certain logic, and one of the comments I saw, I can't remember where. I don't think it was in my comments. Anyway.
Got it backwards.
I have had comments like this though before, but where people will see somebody eating like something junky, like a fast food meal or something. Yeah, by the way, I have no makeup on yet. I'll be getting ready later because we're going to be going out to eat bees somewhere.
So you're pretending to have fasted all day and that you now finally get to break your fast with iftar at the end of your...
Well, I mean, I think it's good to get everybody's, to get as many sides as possible. So I think it's, I like I said, I don't really have any inside info on any of this stuff. So I'm just kind of hearing all this for the first time, but I'm interested to hear it certainly.
Day, you now choose to get dolled up and go out to eat somewhere. How is this at all fasting? This is clearly her breakfast and she's going out to eat for iftar.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's say that
that's a good point. This is her breakfast. She woke up, she's eating this, and she's going to go out. She probably went to the Cheesecake Factory after this meal.
See someone eating like a Big Mac and fries and with a diet soda, and they're like, why bother with the diet soda?
Well, I can answer that. First of all, I think people should have the choice to eat what they want. So I don't judge people for if they have a diet soda. But I can speak personally, and I don't like diet soda. So if I'm going to splurge on a meal, I'm going to have I'll have a soda that I like, or I'll just get a water if I really, I'm trying to save the calories. But if somebody genuinely doesn't mind the taste of diet soda, whatever. But if in Foodie's case, when you're overeating by thousands and thousands and thousands of calories, I don't think it matters at that point. If you're overeating by a little bit, yeah, I think every calorie can count. But when you're overeating by thousands, it's harder to justify a small change at that point.
Like, that's the kind of mentality I try to stay away from, but it's hard. But it's part of that mentality where it's like, if you're going to eat junk, you may as well have a full sugar soda. And it's like, because eliminating the full sugar is still better than having it. You know what I mean?
That's something that
That's
people
not
should
the
avoid
point
as well.
people are trying to make. They're pointing out the ridiculous contrast between the mountains of garbage that you eat versus trying to be calorie conscious about your drinks. A full sugar drink is a drop in the ocean compared to the thousands of calories you consume per.
I'm a big believer in just people who want to be involved online, make it very clear. And if that's what they want, let them have it. But people who go out of their way to try to stay away from stuff online, I think it's fair to honor that wish.
A dinner.
And also, like, a regular sugar soda has like tons of grams of sugar, whereas the diet doesn't, and it also has a lot more calories, well, there's 0 calories, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. It's like you're already eating 1,000 calories, so why add more? Like, I don't know. So I don't understand how people don't understand how people have diet soda with a junkie meal, you know?
And I agree with that too.
Someone was
Like I did mention, like, you know, like when I was dealing with that family crisis, I did mention it, but that was also because I was taking a break and I wanted to explain why. But even there, I tried not, you know, even when I did talk about some personal stuff, I tried not to get too in detail because, you know, some people are interested, but a lot of people aren't. And just out of respect for everybody, you know, I think it's good to keep a few things, you know, just to our. I mean, it's good to be able to share, but I think there becomes a point where, you know, it's like there's an upper limit there's a limit to sharing as well, right?
this was a comment, like, you don't want to drink the sugary drinks in your fridge, but you had the strawberry kunafa dessert. Yeah, because I already had sugar and I don't want to have more. You know what I mean? To me, that makes sense. I limited myself to having like a few bites of each thing on purpose, you know? So why am I then gonna go drink straight sugar, you know? No.
Why would you drink straight sugar? Because that's the only, because that's drinking your sugar is the only way left to consume sugar. You consume sugar in every other form. Why not drink it as well? Complete the cycle. And again, the irony of Foodie talking about how she likes to watch her sugars as she's eating a plate filled with rice, potatoes, and bread.
But that's why I did it. That's why I stay away from the sugary drinks, because also the drinks like that have sugar, they don't have any other ingredients that, you know, it just goes right to your, like, it's just like liquid, goes right into your bloodstream, you know?
Okay, now I Foodie manages to even something as simple as describing how sugary soda is unhealthy. Foodie manages to get that completely wrong. I shouldn't say completely wrong. She manages to get it fundamentally wrong. This is why she needs to go to her diabetes education class. Sugar is sugar, yes. And sugar it digests quickly. It's not a complex carbohydrate. However, if sugar is mixed in with water, like in a soda, that doesn't affect, at least as far as I know, it does not make any significant change as far as how you absorb it. It does not go straight to your bloodstream just because it's mixed with water. If you eat a candy bar, it's going to go straight to your bloodstream just as fast as if you drink a bottle of Coca-Cola. As far as I know, at least.
I make really good rice. It's really fluffy. Put a little bit of ghee. Toasted it a little bit first. It's a long grain basmati. And then I added some salt, water. I love these sambusa. And they're not greasy like the fried ones. Yeah, I might have, you know, sweets, but instead of a whole dessert, just have a bit of it. It's a better than nothing start. Like rice.
Ooh, that would
Basmati
be
rice is one of the
interesting.
rices that are actually lower on the glycemic index, apparently. And if you make the rice starch
That's probably
resistant
expensive to
by
get.
putting it in the fridge for 24 hours, even better. But the rice is mixed with fiber from the potatoes and the protein from the meat. So if I had a full sugar
pull up the other
Pepsi with
video
this
I
meal,
watched
for
showing
example,
this
it would be a
ends.
lot worse, you know?
Does it really matter if the glycemic index is lower if you choose to eat a whole serving platter of it?
That's
If
a
you
good point.
actually cared about any of those things, you wouldn't be stuffing your face with these foods at every opportunity you get.
I don't mean to sound preachy. I'm just saying what, like, my thoughts are, you know? Basically, the beef is so good. I simmered the beef from frozen and, like, I didn't defrost it. If you can't defrost your meat, don't panic and think, oh no, I'm doomed for the night. You can actually just...
So she finishes the entire plate, which is, for her, that's not too impressive. But you want to see, yet again, Foodie off the chain. We're not going to watch this whole one, but I wanted to show a clip of this one, or at least a portion of this live, where she talks about how she doesn't like to have, she likes to have diet soda because, you know, she likes to watch her sugar. Let's see how Foodie watches her sugars. Let's see this. Let me put on the bumper real quick. Hold on. So I'm just going to show a little bit of this one.
Woo.
Where's the sweets? Here it is.
Anyways. So basically,
So look what
it
she starts
has
off with.
Really fancy. I love this color. Like, if I could get a hijab in this color.
So this is the sweets that I think Salah got for her. I don't know if she got them for herself or if Salah. In fact, let me rewind it to the beginning. Let's see what she says.
Rashu, walaikum salam. Hey, Mark. Mike, stylish Irish. Nicole, happy Tuesday. It's a chiffon. Thank you, Lily. I have some sponsored treats.
Sponsored treats. Okay, so I don't know who got these for her.
I'm gonna have some bites of this and I'm gonna share it.
Gonna share it with who? Howie? Howie's dead.
I look rested. I feel good. 150. Holy crap, Adrienne. Have you ever... No, not all of them are good. Aw. Okay, so...
Oh, wow, Lady Night Hawk. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can get... I hope
this is
she...
gonna bug me. I just
I'll
know, 'cause
say
it's not,
I'm-
like, tight on.
Keep
That's
her in
the
my
problem
prayers.
with
Hopefully she gets some good news.
Siobhan.
In fact, if anybody wants to put hearts in the chat for Lady
Hello,
Night Hawk, that would be
YouTube.
not a bad
That's
idea.
okay. I know, Susie, right? Okay, so
And for anybody
these are
who's,
the
who's
viral
struggling right now, Lady
pistachio
Night Hawk's mom,
Dubai
anybody
chocolate
else.
strawberries. Actually, it's like has the Kanafa pistachio chocolate and strawberries. Hey, Olivia.
I pray
Fern.
she get, you know,
Thank
get
you.
some,
Thanks, YouTube. And I have a
get some good
version
news.
from this place of their Dubai chocolate bar. I don't have the you can't get the original here. So we're gonna try some of it. And these together were like $17 Canadian. So first we're gonna try the chocolate.
All right, so she said it was $17 for this whole package of sweets. I have to say these sweets look pretty tasty. I love sweets, so I'm a bit of an easy one to please. But these look really good. I have to say they look like too much and too sweet. Like I couldn't finish the whole thing, but I could certainly eat a big chunk.
It's really fancy. I don't even want to. Hey, Larry. So thank you to the anonymous donor who donated the money. Hey, Justine. Hidden Sapphire. Keeper of the Homestead. Hello. Nice. I hope you had a good trip. Thank you, Hidden. Really fancy. I love this color. Like, if I could get a hijab in this color, looks homemade. It's not thick like the other Dubai chocolates, but
Look at that.
let's do the
That
whole.
looks so good.
Ooh.
And it's
I've
got
never
that
tried this, so I'm gonna
pistachio-
try a few bites.
That pistachio filling.
Okay. So basically it has pistachio cream mixed with kanafa, which is like the shredded pastry.
Oh
with-
wow,
It's supposed to be Belgian chocolate, so bismillah.
Belgian. That looks so good.
Oh, it's
Most of the stuff
crunchy.
Foodie gets looks like crap. That looks good. Diet Coke? Nothing wrong with a
Thank
Diet
you,
Coke
Mom.
if you enjoy it. It's gotten expensive though. That's the one thing I will say it's an issue.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the best chocolate bar I've ever eaten in my life.
It looks really good.
Mmm.
I think it looks good, Nutty. I think I mean, not the parfait, but I think the chocolate bar does.
The little bits of kanafa are like, they're crispy, crunchy.
Oh,
They're so
geez.
good. Hey, Leech. Oh,
I
Barbara's
get
so
you, Lady
good.
Night Hawk. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, Iron Blue, Aurora.
$38, jeez. No problem, Nirvana. Glad to have
I'm
you come in.
tired.
Oh, you're going to be in a local competition. I hope you have. Well, I hope you have some success in that competition. I hope you do really well.
That is so yummy. Oh my gosh. Now I know why it's viral. Hey, Mary.
Interesting.
No way. Have you tried them? Mary? Hey, Jackie.
Elizu, I hope you. I normally don't encourage people to eat sweets, but I would be okay with you doing that, so you could give us a report and tell us how it is. I mean, I have a feeling it's probably really good, but I'd be interested to know what's
What's in it? Pistachio cream, kanafa topping, and chocolate.
Yeah, to be fair, Foodie's not a reliable narrator.
It's almost 10 p.m.
I can relate a little bit, Lady Night
Dubai
Hawk.
chocolate bar playing.
I've been blessed that my mom has been making a really good, really great recovery overall, but there's still a lot of work to help her, and you know, I've still been putting in a lot of work to help her out, but so I can relate to an extent.
Life. Hey, I'm 60. I still can't find your freaking channel. I'm gonna have to unblock everybody. They sell it fast. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this.
I
wanted
think
to
it's
try it for
that
sure.
that theater guy.
I've never tried the Jaebae
Anime
chocolate.
sucks
Okay.
Cope and Sneed, whatever his name is.
Hey,
guy who's
Bear!
been- the
No, I
guy's
didn't
been
make it.
donating
It's from
a
a
bunch of
shop
money.
here. Okay, let's try the strawberry Kanafa bowl.
Okay, so now this thing here. This thing here does not look as tasty, but it probably tastes good. I mean, how bad could it be, right?
I feel like I should give you a fork.
But again, this looks like just too much. Like, look how much of this. This is not ice cream. This is that pistachio cream. And that stuff is super dense and sweet. And then it's got this like melted chocolate fudge or something. This thing looks so calorically dense.
So this has the filling of the chocolate
How
bar is
thick
in
it
here,
is.
the Kanafa and pistachio cream. Unknown, please unblock. Oh, I blocked your other account.
I mean, it
And
doesn't
we have
look
some
pretty, but man, it looks tasty.
huge ass strawberries. Oh my god. How am I gonna eat this?
But anyway, I just wanted to show that how Foodie is just like totally picking out crazy. Like, oh man, that food looks good, but it's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. Yeah, it looks a little nasty. I can admit that. Well, Nirvana, I think you're going to enjoy the beginning of this one because she got bitten by a feral cat. It bit the heck out of her, left her bleeding. So you might enjoy that. Yeah, it is like a nut butter. That's a good way to think of it, like a sweetened nut butter. It's very thick and rich. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but I'll admit I would take a bite of it. I can be a little bit of a glutton at times myself. And you know what? It's almost time to end it, but I think we got time for one more vid. I think we'll do you know what? Since Glitter and Lasers, Glitter and Lasers actually did have a short little vid. I could show us that. She does her Starbucks. You got to see this. Let me pull this up. Let me switch up the videos. 1 second here. One second. Here we go. She just put up a short. All right, let me make sure the volume's not too high. First time she's been cleared to exercise since surgery. So what, I gotta make sure I share the screen. Hold on, not sharing the screen. 1 second here. There we go. So yes, this is Glitter and Laser's newest vid. It's a short. This is after her surgery, I think. After her recent surgery, she is now a Starbucks ambassador. Again, she's a Starbucks ambassador. So let's hear what she has to say.
I can't believe I finally get to do this. This is the first time I've been cleared to exercise since surgery.
First time she's been cleared to exercise. So is she going to take us to the gym? What's she going to do?
And since I'm partnering with Starbucks, I'm going on a Starbucks run.
There you go. So first time she's been cleared to exercise, go on a Starbucks run. You could really tell she's not in pain anymore. Back when she had that lipedema, she was in so much pain. Now that she's had the liposuction, look at how gracefully and how painlessly she moves. Look at this woman. Like you would never realize that she used to be in pain.
I'm going on a Starbucks run.
Look at that graceful walk.
We made it!
She is so stiff. Look at those. This is the woman who claims to jog 3 miles. Oh, no, she claims to run 2 miles. Like it's nothing. 2 miles for her is nothing, she says. Let's look at her walk. Does this look like somebody who can run 2 miles?
On a Starbucks run.
Stiff knees, rounded shoulders. walking on the sides of her feet. This is not somebody who runs or jogs. This is somebody who lies a lot. But then again, she says that she has all this pain. She can't even move. She couldn't even sit up in place the other day. Just holding her arm up hurts. But now she's doing dances.
Of course, I got one of my faves, the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso.
So she's a protein girly, right? She's a protein girly. She has to have lots of protein for recovery, you know, because she just had surgery. So what does she get? A brown sugar oat milk latte. Well, oat milk doesn't have any protein in it. Okay.
This is fat. They got this spicy.
This is fat. Is that what she just said? This is fat?
This is fat. They got
This is fat. Okay, this is fat.
this spicy falafel pocket, which I've never had. Gotta have this.
Spicy falafel pocket. Probably, okay, there's got to be a lot of protein in there, right? She's a protein girly. She needs her recovery.
Oh, yeah. That is real good. Also, Starbucks brought back their For Hereware, which I am loving because drinking out of a glass cup, it just makes me feel fancy. I'm going to start doing this all the time because it gets...
She's going to start doing this all the time because now that she's cleared to exercise, she's going to go to Starbucks every day. Because that's going to, you know, because she's all about being healthy. And what is with her skin? Why is her skin always so bad?
Gets me outside of my apartment. I love the baristas.
Gets her outside of her apartment. What about all your jogging and running? Doesn't that get you outside of your apartment? What about your pet dog? Whatever happened to her pet dog? Doesn't this woman have a pet dog? Doesn't she ever walk her dog anymore?
This location, and I get my steps in. I deserved a present.
She deserves a present. She looks so high, doesn't she? Look at how slitty her eyes are. That's the other thing I wanted to point out. Let's watch this video. She looks really high this video.
I get to do this. This is the first time.
She has her eyes open wide when she has the camera directly on her. But as soon as she stops holding her eyes open, they become glazed and slit up.
I can't believe I finally get to do this. This is the first time
So here we go. Slitty glazed
I've
eyes.
been cleared to exercise since surgery.
And since I partnered
Slitty glazed eyes.
with Starbucks,
And notice it's completely overcast. So don't tell me that the sun is in her eyes. It could not be more overcast.
going on a Starbucks run.
Slitty glazed eyes. Slitty glazed eyes. Slitty glazed eyes.
Of course, I got one of my faves, the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken
Slitty glazed eyes.
espresso.
Slitty glazed eyes.
This is fat. They got this
She's holding the mic.
spicy falafel pocket, which I've never had. Gotta have the sriracha.
Back to going to Slitty.
Oh, yeah. That is real good. Also, Starbucks
Slitty glazed eyes.
brought back their For Hereware, which I am loving
She's reading.
because drinking out of a glass cup, it just makes me feel fancy. I'm going to start doing this all the time because it gets me outside of my apartment. I love the baristas at this location.
She's not actually reading. She's pretending to read. Look at those eyes.
It gets me outside of my apartment. I love the baristas at this location, and I get my steps in. I deserve to.
Slitty glazed eyes. Yeah, so this woman, she says that her pain went away after her lipedema surgery, but she seems higher than ever. What's actually in that cup? Right? Maybe that's the real question. All right, folks. Oh, I missed all this chat. I missed all this good chat. You can't see it? Huh? You can't see it? Oh, they cut it off. YouTube cut it off. YouTube cut it off because it's sponsored by Starbucks. I'm not allowed to use a sponsored video as I'm not allowed to review an advertisement. I have to challenge this. This makes no sense. According to this, I am not allowed to view a video with a paid promotion. But I'm not paid. I didn't get any endorsement. I'm not endorsed. Hold on, so I'm not allowed to watch an advertisement now? I'm not allowed to review an advertisement? How does this work? This is why I don't want to support YouTube at all. And this is why I'm ending my YouTube memberships. Because I cannot stand YouTube as a platform. They do everything they can to make it impossible. And I just want to say I appreciate all the members. You folks are awesome. And I'm going to be trying to set up memberships through an external site. I know I've said that before in the past. But I am just so sick of YouTube's BS policies and rules that they don't even let me they don't even let me watch an ad. This is garbage. Anyway, this is why Glitter and Lasers is able to rip people off, because you're not even allowed to be honest about her. But anyway, let's try watching it again with the sound off. Will that allow it? Let's try turning the sound off. Maybe that'll let us do it.
I can't.
Let's try it with the sound off. All right, I was pointing out how her eyes are all slitty in every picture. So you can see her eyes are slitty in every picture. All right, so now you can see what I was talking about. The eyes. This one you can't really see it. So let's go back to the beginning. If it gets cut off again, let me know. All right, now you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to leave the volume off. Now you can see it. So her eyes are completely shut, glazed over. It's totally overcast, so there's no sunlight. Her eyes are basically completely slitted up. She looks really high. Still looks really high. Walks like she's loaded. Again, her eyes are basically shut. She looks really high. Again, her eyes are shut. She looks really high. Her eyes are shut. She looks really high. She's enjoying the drink, so I'm not going to say that. But again, these eyes look pretty glazed over and slitted. Everything about her just screams that she's really loaded. Again, look at those eyes. This is a woman who's really loaded. And again, if she's all loaded, whatever, but don't lie to us and tell us that you're getting this surgery to help with your pain, but you're clearly loaded up on pain pills. I just believe it. I just believe it in my bones. Look at her here. She's pretending to read. She's not really reading. And look here. Look at these eyes. This woman is loaded. She is absolutely loaded. Okay? And I'm not here to say that, I'm not here to cast a moral judgment. But I'm really casting a judgment on, I just don't know if we can trust anything she ever says. Oh, now I'll put the sound back on. Is it going to cut us off again?
The present.
I just don't want it to cut us back off. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is the face of somebody who says that she doesn't feel any pain anymore. Now that she's had this surgery, she no longer feels pain. You could hear her before? Well, hold on. Well, I had to turn the sound off, though. Hold on. I had to turn the sound off because they were going to cut the video off again, right? All right, well, whatever. Anyway, show's over, folks.
I can't believe
I don't know if they're going to cut me off again or not. All right, that's it. All right, everybody. That is it. That is the end of the show. Technical difficulties be darned. I appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. We had a little bit of a goof toward the end, but it is what it is. I did my best. Oh, Nutty, by the way, thank you for the membership. I just see this. Thank you very much again for the membership. Cannot see the video. I'm sorry about that. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. We're going to put on the music to close it out.
I get to do this.
Turn this off. Hold on. Where's my music? There we go. You folks have been awesome. You've been an awesome audience. Good night, everybody. I appreciate your patience. You know what, Elizu? That's what I need to do. That's my secret crush right there. Good job getting out there. Good night, everybody. You're awesome. You're an awesome chat. You're an awesome group of folks, and I have a lot of fun. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you all again next week. I'll see you all around in somebody else's chats, maybe. Yeah, have a beautiful day, everybody. Beautiful evening, beautiful week. Oh, and yes, please be sure to share the link if you can. Good night, Denise. Good night, Tucker and friends. Good night, Jaebae, Alizu, Freedom, Deep, Capricorn, and Jay, Nirvana, and everybody else in here. If any Angel of Glass, if I missed anybody. Glazed slitty eyes, slitty glazed eyes, slitty glazed eyes. Good night, Tucker and friends. Good night, everybody. And by the way, I don't have any hatred at anybody if you get high or you enjoy using weed or having a drink or anything like that. Just use moderation and be careful out there. Don't drink and drive. Good night, everybody. Yes, like and subscribe. Good night, everybody.